The most popular way to take a photograph in the 1850s was through a process known as tintype. Of course, technology has changed the way we take pictures today.
But local photographer Noyel Gallimore is still using that 170-year-old process to create one-of-a-kind portraits for his clients. Tony has his story in today's all-new Show and Tell.
No, great to meet you, Ed, first off. Thanks for having us down today.
Thanks for coming.
There are so many ways to create an image these days, you know, with digital and film and so forth. Why tintype for you for portraits?
Well, to me, this process is kind of like the ultimate portrait process. It's very hands-on. I make all the chemistry that I use, and my hands are in every step of the process, from making the plate, even the cameras, the equipment, to setting up my lights and making the photo. Large format in general has a very special look just because the image is so large. The resolution and the detail you get is unmatched. They're made of pure silver, so they have just a very unique quality to them. They're very eye-catching. Sensitizing a plate takes about 5 minutes, and then you have about 10 minutes where you have to take the photo and develop it before it dries out. And you know, that only takes a couple minutes, ideally, so usually you can take a photo within 10 minutes.
But you've got one shot at getting it right.
Yeah. Yes.
Unless you want to reload it,
yeah.
Wait 10 more minutes. So, I mean, do you ever get results where someone's blinking or something that would be like, oh, this isn't going to kind of work out, we got to take another one?
You know, I don't get as many blinks as a lot of people would think. I spent a few years just really wanting to shoot 16 by 20 inch photos.
But you can't blow these up, obviously, so you have to have a camera.
Yeah, you want a bigger photo, you need a bigger camera.
Wow.
So I built a 16 by 20 inch camera.
I know you do work here in your studio and then also pop-ups. Which do you prefer and why?
Well, I definitely prefer people to come here to the studio so that I can take the time to spend with them, make them comfortable. What makes a good portrait is the intention you put into it. So I spend a lot of time establishing that comfort.
Would you agree there's a therapeutic nature to that conversation prior to the photograph?
Yeah, many people will refer to it as phototherapy.
You've taken this so far beyond just taking a picture. You realize that?
I've made a few thousand portraits, and they're all different.
Where do you see all this going for you? I mean, you're kind of in the midst of it now, but if you look down the road, where are we going to find you?
I don't usually plan more than a week in advance.
So we'll have to be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to answer that.
All right. Well, we'll be looking for you either way. All right. Nice to meet you, Noel.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
It's beautiful.
The shadowing in tintype is just so neat.
It's completely, you know, unique way of taking a picture. But one thing that makes it really stand out is that the area that's in focus is very, very thin. So like the things that are in the back are way out of focus, and all that really is in focus are people's eyes.
Yeah.
That's what really makes it kind of
see
pop.
that.
Like even like your nose would be out of focus, but your eyes are in focus.
Wow.
So it's that thin of an edge. But yeah, the whole thing is very unique.
Can you go? Can anybody? Book an appointment with him and get a photo?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Anybody but you.
Anybody but me, I'm sorry.
That is really neat.
It's a really distinctive look.
It almost looks 3D when you look at it because of the focus that you mentioned right there.
Yeah. Well, and what's interesting too is that if you know what someone looks like today and you can see their tintype, it's quite different because their eyes might be a different shade perhaps.
Interesting.
But when you look at an original tintype, let's say from 1850, it gives you a new appreciation of what people might have looked like then.
Right.
Because we all think they kind of looked kind of, you know, ghosty or kind of, you know, weird, but they probably weren't.
There's a lot of similarity in the photos, right?
Yeah,
So interesting.
Cool stuff.
That was neat, Tony.
I put a link to his Instagram if you want to see more of his work, find out more about what he's doing. It's at our site, KPTV.
Some of those pictures to me are so beautiful. I would like want them on my wall, even though I don't know the people, like as art.
Yeah, as art.
It's beautiful.
Exactly.
I love that. Wow, thanks,
Or at least
Tony.
on the fridge. Let's go.